in your castle.
Theon.
It's Prince Theon now. Get up. You have to get dressed. I've taken Winterfell. I took it. I am occupying it. I sent men over the walls with grappling claws and ropes.
Why?
To take the castle.
You went with Robb.
And he sent me back to Pike. I'm a Greyjoy. I can't fight for Robb and my father both. Where's Hodor?
I don't know.
Find the half-wits. My men are bringing your people together in the courtyard.
Why?
So you and I can go down and tell them how you've yielded Winterfell to me.
I won't.
Yes, you will.
I won't. We'll never yield. We'll fight you and throw you out.
The castle is mine, but these people are still yours. You'll yield to keep them safe, to keep them alive. That's what a good lord would do. Think carefully about what you want to say.
Theon, did you hate us the whole time? Yielded Winterfell to Theon.
Louder! Said Prince Theon.
I've yielded Winterfell to Prince Theon.
You all know me!
Aye, we know you for a steaming sack of shit.
Farlin, you be silent.
Listen to your little lord, Farlin. He has more sense than you do.
All of you should do as he commands.
My father has donned the ancient crown of Sultan Rock and declared himself
现在我们来到这里东丽好事多欧式别墅，这一间的话开价3888，它地坪110平，然后电坪是100平，然后主要格局是5房2厅5卫的阳台，它是8年屋。好，那我们现在开始走到前面这里，它是有一个1块的那个木质的那个电动门，然后这里可以停2次车。慢慢再走进来，这里上面的话 头整个是可以防雨，然后比较复古式的，像日式建筑这样。然后我们主要的是来看我们这个右手边这边有一个独立的小花园啊，那这旁边也种了一些海草跟那个木门，这边有一个小门可以进来。好，那我们再绕过来的话，可以看到右手边的是那个日本的黑松子，这里可以往上看一下。这是日本的黑松子，然后前面这里有一个独立小花园，可以坐着这个架子，然后我们这个是整个是立体感的欧式别墅的建筑，然后前面有一些种一些小花园摆树，一直还蛮接近的。然后我们接着走到里面，这里都是大理，然后。这里来到这蛮气派的大客厅，屋主的灯，客厅的上面的水珠灯还蛮多的。然后整个绿色的沙发，然后白色，然后这里还有我们平面，右手边这边还有电视，还有。可以看卡拉 OK 之类这样，可以。其实这边我们可以3代同堂，可以一起住这样。主要是看起来屋子整理的蛮干净，还保持了屋况很好。那我们现在右手边这里是一个楼梯往上2楼的。然后楼梯旁边是一个早期本来要设计的电梯，可是看起来空间不是很大。这里是一个现在目前的储藏室，那它的对面是一个多功能的和室，这里可以当一个娱乐的，然后也可以做一个摆钢琴的教室这样。那我们在后面。这里是超大餐厅，整个可以多人聚餐没问题。然后右手边有一个小吧台，可以增加我们的生活情趣。然后吧台里面有厨房，厨房的功能还蛮多的，没有炉子，3个炉子，然后底下是抽屉。然后右边的话，我们有那个烤箱、微波炉、冰箱。然后厨房的后面有一个卫浴，就是简单的厕所这样。再看一下这个餐厅之后，后面有一个小小的后花园，然后这个后花园左边是我们屋主的这个烤肉用具，然后我们再过来看这泳池，然后还有一个凉亭，然后这里有一个小的圆桌，然后圆桌后面我们可以把烤肉用具拿过去。那里是可以开始聚餐烤肉这样，假日可以在这里烤肉游泳，的活动这样，就仿佛置身度假村这样。接下来我们往2楼，然后这个2楼的楼梯是我们用的是木质地板。木质地板，整个质感都不错。然后你可以从这个木楼梯往下上个2次看，整个设计然后旁边这里有一个扶手， 接下来来到2楼了，2楼有2个房间，然后卫浴。然后我们先来看右手边的卫浴，这个卫浴有一个浴池，然后一个冲澡的，还有一个免治马桶，然后整个都是木质的设计，整个上方你看我们的上方天花板都是木质的，还有一个可以排气的。泡澡池位会那个，然后也有小窗户。然后我们来到卧室，然后这是屋主的女儿住的，然后整个里面的格局都弄得蛮漂亮的。右手边这。 间，这一间是屋主的小女儿住的，然后这间比较特别一点，因为它除了这个房子，上面床是3人床这样，比较多人可以住。然后我们来到这个更衣室，这个多功能更衣室里面，右手边会有个化妆台，然后里面可以直接吊浴、直接换这样，然后在里面化妆，然后再出来。然后这里是一个卫浴，这里是浴池这样。然后我们来到另外一个窗台这边的这个，主要这个床是可以晚上看星空的，就是我们把这一间就是当做星空卧室这样。接下来再往上走，接下来往3楼半，也算4楼这样。
himself king of the Iron Islands.
He claims the north as well by right of conquest. You are all his subjects.
Look at that. I say the Starks. If you think you can hold the north with it...
You serve me as loyally as you served Ned Stark. I will be as good to you as he ever was. Betray me, and you will wish you hadn't. Maester Lewin, send a raven to Pike informing my father of my victory here. And one to Deepwood Motte to my sister. Inform her that she's to bring 500 men to Winterfell. You are a maester of the Citadel, sworn to serve the Lord of Winterfell, are you not?
I am.
I am the Lord of Winterfell, as Bran just informed you. Send the ravens.
My lord.
The Lord Greyjoy.
See, you finally learned how to address your betters. What do you want?
I was brought here captive. You were here the day I was taken.
I'm the one who took you. What of it?
Let me serve you.
Serve me how? I need fighters, not kitchen slots.
It was Robb Stark put me in the kitchens. A spear in my hand again.
So you can bury it in my neck. Do you take me for a fool? Get up.
Step aside.
Why?
It's your dream, little lord. The ocean has come to swallow this place. I ain't letting it drown me.
As usual. And in a few days' time...
He caught this one on his way back from Torrance Square. Took out 2 of ours before I got his sword.
Sir Roderick, it grieves me that we meet as foes.
Grieves me you've less honour than a back-alley whore. You were raised here, under this roof. These people are your people.
They are not my people.
King Robb thought of you as a brother.
My brothers are dead. They died fighting Stark men. Men like you.
Aye, they died fighting a war your father started. Lord Stark raised you among his own sons.
Among them, but not one of them. That was his hostage. Taken from a home.
If he were alive to see this...
He's not. He's dead. The 7 kingdoms are at war. And Winterfell is mine.
I should have put a sword in your belly instead of in your hand.
You've served this house faithfully, old man. But keep talking, and I'll... Take him to the cell. Lock him up.
Backwards! You cannot let that stand. He must pay.
I'll lock him in a cell until he rots right.
He has to pay the iron price. They'll never respect you while he lives.
Sir Roderick, I sentence you to death!
No! You said no harm would come to them if I
The
yielded.
old man couldn't keep his mouth shut.
I urge you not to make a hasty decision.
He disrespected me in front of my men. That was his decision, not mine!
Is worth more to you alive than dead. The Starks will pay. Please, Theon, think what you do.
You'll address me as Prince Theon, or you'll be next.
Go.
No! No! Theon! Roderick!
He who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
I'm begging you!
Coward.
Stop! Stop right now!
You don't give commands anymore, little lord.
Please stop
Hush
it.
now, child. I'm off to see your father.
Let no harm come! Let no harm come!
And your last words, old man?
God's help you, Theon Greyjoy. Now you are truly lost.
Please stop it. Do something. I'll do anything, please. No, please stop
Ghost, stay with us. Ghost!
There goes your pet.
It's not a pet.
No, you're right, it's not. You can't tame a wild thing. You can't trust a wild thing.
Ghost is different.
So you think. Wild creatures have their own rules, their own reasons, and you'll never know them. Now, the wildlings we're looking for sleep during the day and hunt at night.
I thought you said you couldn't know a wild thing.
I said you can't. Find a nice cave to hide in while the sun's up and do their killing when it's dark.
We could do the same.
No, we couldn't. This is their country. They know where to walk, where not to walk. I've lost good men who fell into a crevasse that didn't see liver in it.
Father always said I'm of the north. I wasn't joking.
Look around, boy. This look like home to you. You start thinking you know this place, it'll kill you. Do you understand me?
No, you don't.
We're at war. We've always been at war. It's never going to end because we're not fighting an enemy. We're fighting the North.
And it's not going anywhere.
The Watch has given you a great gift. You only have one thing to give in return. Your life.
I'd gladly give my life.
I don't want you to be glad about it. I want you to curse and fight until your heart's done pumping. You know this, boy. Your death will be a gift for them south of the war. And they'll never know what you've done. They'll never know how you died. They won't even know your damn name. But they'll be alive because some nameless bastard north of the wall gave his life for theirs. Now, do you understand me?
I do.
You're even dumber than you look. Glad about it. I want you to curse and fight until your heart's done pumping. You know this, boy. Your death will be a gift for them south of the war. And they'll never know what you've done. They'll never know how you died. They won't even know your damn name. But they'll be alive because some nameless bastard north of the wall gave his life for theirs. Now, do you understand me?
I do.
You're even dumber than you look.
It's just words, boy. To keep us a little warmer in the night. Make us feel like we've got a purpose.
Come on. We've got to find these goat fuckers before night falls and they find us.
Can you read?
My lord?
Can you read? This letter, detailing our infantry movements, was meant for Lord Damon of House Marlborough. It was sent to Lord Marlin of House Dormond.
My apologies, my lord. I must
Girl,
admit...
fetch me the history of the greater and the lesser houses. It's the one on this... The cupbearer can read better than you. To whom does House Dormond owe allegiance?
My lord,
To the Starks of Winterfell, who have 20,000 men and my son. I judged you might be good for something more than brutalizing peasants. I see I overestimated you. If you ever put my son's life at risk again, I'll... leave us. Put the book away, girl. Maybe you should devise our next battle plan while you're about it.
Lord Peter Baelish.
Give us the room. Clear all this?
Lord Tywin.
Baelish. Wine?
Thank you.
What news from the capital?
I travelled here directly from Renly Baratheon's camp.
Ah, the late King Renly. Rather a short reign. Murdered by a woman, I hear.
So they say. There has been talk of other forces at work. Dark forces.
Men love to blame demons when their grand plans unravel.
It is my belief that a moment of chaos affords opportunities lost soon after.
You say that as if you were the first man alive to think it. Yes, a crisis is an opportunity. What other brilliant insights have you brought me today?
After the Lannisters and the Starks, the Tyrells command the largest host. Their lands are the most fertile in the Seven Kingdoms, feeding horses and soldiers.
Yes, yes, yes.
The Tyrells have not yet declared for any of the surviving kings. Loras wants revenge. He blames Stannis for Renly's death. And Marjorie...
Wants to be queen?
Yes, she does.
House Tyrell rebelled against the Iron Throne. Against my grandson.
They did. And perhaps that treason should be punished. One day. After Stannis and Robb Stark are defeated.
More wine for Lord Baelish.
If you will allow me to represent your family's interests, I believe that an advantageous agreement...
Tyrell host has returned to High Garden.
They have.
Pardon me, Lord.
It's only wine.
You would ride there yourself?
Tonight, with your leave.
I'll have an answer by nightfall. That'll be all, girl. What else?
On your son Tyrion's directive, I met with Catelyn Stark.
Why?
He had an interesting proposal for her concerning her daughters.
Girl, a wildling. We could question her.
You could. She won't answer. I've known a wildling to bite off his tongue instead of talking.
What's your name?
Egret.
She was reaching for this axe when you got to her. Give her half a chance, she'll bury it in your face.
I gave you my name.
I'm Jon Snow.
You ought to burn them you killed.
We need a big fire for that. Tell me, Egret, why do I know us to build a big fire? There's some more friends in the area.
Burn them. Or maybe you'll need those swords again.
Our boy here's already killed one dead man. Can do it again if he has to.
What waits beyond the pass?
The free folk.
How many?
Hundreds and thousands. More than you've ever seen, Crow.
Why come to the mountains? What's in the frost fangs your king could want?
Do you mean to march on the wall?
Do you know who I am, girl?
Corin Hapan.
Tell me true. If your people captured me, would they take me prisoner?
They'd take your head off your shoulders if they was feeling kind. If not, they'd kill you slow.
We have no food for it. Can't spare a man to watch her. Can't let her go. She'll bring Mance Raider's army down on us. Needs to be done. You want me to do it?
No. No, I'll do it.
Come, brothers. We'll leave him to it. We'll meet you at the top. Don't take too long. We're deep in their country now.
You never killed a woman before, did you? And you don't need to do it. Mance would take you, I know he would. Well, there's secret ways. The crows would never catch you.
Not as much a crow as they are.
Will you burn me? After.
Can't. Someone might see the smoke.
Strike hard and true, Jon Snow. Or I'll come back and haunt you. That's cold. Go on. Be quick about it. Do it. Bastard! Do it! Down, Jon Snow. And your friends are nowhere close.
I'll find them.
Call for them. Go on. Call loudly.
May the Seven guide the princess on her journey. May the Mother give her health. May the Crone give her wisdom. May the Warrior give her courage.
One day I pray you love someone.
I pray you love her so much. When you close your eyes, you see her face. I want that for you. I want you to know what it's like to love someone. To truly love someone. Before I take her from you.
Sound like a little cat mewling for his mother. Princes don't cry.
I saw you cry.
Did you say something, my lady?
My little brother cried when I left Winterfell.
So?
It seems a normal thing.
Is your little brother a prince?
No.
Not really relevant then, is it? Come, dog.
Hail, Joffrey! Hail to the king! 7 blessings on you, your grace.
Back in! Go hail the king!
Please, your grace, we're hungry!
Get the prince back to the keep, now.
Yes, my lord. Come quickly.
Bread, your grace, please!
Who threw that? I want the man who threw that. Find who did that and bring him to me! Don't you? Just kill them! Kill them all!
Move! Move!
What are you doing? I want these people executed!
They want the same for you!
Protect the king! Get back! Get back! Too late! You couldn't see! Hold us back! Come on!
Traitors! Of all their heads!
Oh, you blind bloody fool!
You can't insult me!
We've had vicious kings, and we've had idiot kings, but I don't know if we've ever been cursed with a vicious idiot one.
You can't!
I can, I am!
They attacked me!
They threw a cow pie at you, so you decide to kill them all! They're starving, you fool! All because of a war you started!
You're talking to a king!
And now I've struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist? Where is the stalker?
Let them have her!
If she dies, you'll never get your Uncle Jamie back. You owe him quite a bit, you know. You ever been fucked, little girl? Take some men and go and find the stalker.
I take my orders from the king!
This way!
Someone take her back to her cage. See to that cut. Well done, Piggin. I didn't do it for you.
You shouldn't make me wait.
The Spice King is the second wealthiest man in Karth. He makes everyone wait. Of course, you could have avoided this embarrassment if you married the wealthiest man in Karth.
I already have a husband.
Khal Drogo is gone, Khaleesi. You are far too young to be a widow forever. And far too beautiful.
You are far too smart to think that I will succumb to flattery.
I've traveled very far in my life and met many women. None that are immune to flattery.
The mother of dragons.
Here he comes.
Forgive me. I had terrible dreams last night. Terrible dreams. I could not sleep until the sun was shining and the birds were singing. Look what a beauty you are now the red waste has been washed off you. I am sorry about all that unpleasantness. The silver hair of a true Targaryen. Zaro Zoam Doxos. She is far too lovely for a glorified dock worker like yourself.
Very true. And yet they say that your grandfather, who sold pepper off the back of a wagon, married a lady far lovelier and higher born than himself.
Every lady alive was lovelier and higher born than my grandfather. Did my servants not offer you something to eat? To drink? I'll have them flogged in the square.
Thank you, my lord. You are a gracious host. But there is no servant alive that can bring me what I want.
Oh, she has a talent for drama, this one. So, my little princess, what is it you want?
My birthright. The 7 kingdoms of Westeros.
I fear I'm no better than a servant in this regard. I cannot give you what I do not have.
I'm not asking you for the kingdoms. I'm asking you for ships. I need to cross the Narrow Sea.
I need my ships as well. I use them, you see, to bring spices from one port to another.
Whatever you grant me now will be repaid 3 times over when I retake the Iron Throne.
Retake? Did you once sit on the Iron Throne?
My father sat there before he was murdered.
If you did not sit on it yourself, would it not be correct to say, take the Iron Throne?
I didn't come here to argue grammar.
Of course not. You came to take my ships. So let me explain my position, little princess. Unlike you, I do not have exalted ancestors. I make my living by trade, and I judge every trade on its merits. You ask for ships. You say I shall be repaid triple. I do not doubt your honesty or your intentions, but before you repay your debts, you must seize the 7 kingdoms. Do you have an army?
Not yet.
You do not have an army. Do you have powerful allies in Westeros?
There are many there that support my claim.
When were you there last?
I left when I was a baby.
So, in truth, you have no allies.
The people will rise to fight for their rightful queen when I return.
Ah. Forgive me, little princess, but I cannot make an investment based on wishes and dreams. Now, if you'll pardon me...
Do you know Illyrio Monpatis, Magistar of Pentos?
Yes, we've met. A shrewd man.
For my wedding, he gave me 3 petrified dragon eggs. He believed, the world believed, that the ages had turned them to stone. How many centuries had it been since dragons roamed the skies? But I dreamt that if I carried those eggs into a great fire, they would hatch. When I stepped into the fire, my own people thought I was mad. But when the fire burned out, I was unhurt. The mother of dragons. Do you understand? I'm no ordinary woman. My dreams come true.
I admire your passion. But in business, I trust in logic, not passion. I'm sorry, little princess.
I am not your little princess. I am Daenerys Stormborn of the blood of old Valyria, and I will take what is mine. With fire and blood, I will take it.
Yes, my lady, but not with my ships.
Who taught you to read?
My father, my lord.
Taught my son Jamie to read. Maester came to me one day, told me he wasn't learning. Couldn't make sense of the letters. He reversed them in his head.
I am not your little princess. I am Daenerys Stormborn of the blood of old Valyria, and I will take what is mine. With fire and blood, I will take it.
Yes, my lady, but not with my ships.
Who taught you to read?
My father, my lord.
Taught my son Jamie to read. Maester came to me one day, told me he wasn't learning. Couldn't make sense of the letters. He reversed them in his head. Maester said he'd heard tell of this affliction, and that we simply must accept it. Huh. After that, I sat Jamie down for 4 hours every day until he learned. He hated me for it. For a time. For a long time. But he learned. Where is your father? Is he alive? Who was he?
A stonemason.
Stonemason who could read.
He taught himself.
Quite a man. What killed him?
Loyalty.
You're a sharp little thing, aren't you?
Did... Forgive me, my lord. I shouldn't ask questions.
No. But you've already begun.
Did you know your father, my lord?
I did. I grew up with him. I watched him grow old. He loved us. He was a good man. But a weak man. A weak man who nearly destroyed our house and name. I'm cold.
I'll fetch more wood for the fire, my lord.
Where are you going, girl?
The armory, my lord.
Why?
Lord Tywin sent me.
What might this be?
Lord Tywin gave it to me.
What for?
To take to the armory.
Why would he do that? Let's go and ask him.
Get out of the way! It's on your ass! Come on, keep moving. Work together. No, no.
Amory Lodge.
The girl has named a second name. The man will do what must be done.
Now!
A girl cannot tell a man when exactly he must do a thing. A man cannot make a thing happen before it's time.
But he's going to tell Tywin he's getting away. It has to be now.
Guard!
Lady Talisa.
Your Grace. I'm not sure I'm a lady. Westerosi customs are still a bit foreign to me.
It's hard to keep all the rules straight, but if I remember my lessons, a woman of noble birth is always called a lady. Unless she's a queen or a princess. I could find someone who knows.
Why are you so sure I'm of noble birth?
Because it's obvious.
What if I told you my father sold lace on the Long Bridge, and my mother, my brother, and I lived with him above our shop?
I'd call you a liar.
Not very noble to accuse a lady of dishonesty. I always thought I was a brilliant liar.
That's your amputations, I'm afraid. Quite a pretty spot.
Will we be here long?
I couldn't really discuss troop movements with you.
I'm not a spy.
Of course, a spy would deny being a spy.
You're right. You found me out. I'm writing a letter to the Lannisters. The young wolf is on the move.
Perhaps you join me. If you've got time, of course.
Rob?
Mother. Mother, this is Lady Talisa. She's been helping with the wounded. She's been very helpful.
Lady Talisa.
Lady Stark.
Lady Talisa.
Maegir.
Maegir. Forgive me. I do not know this name.
An uncommon name here. An old name in Volantis. Excuse me, my lady. Your Grace.
I've missed you.
Yes. You look positively forlorn.
You surprised me, that's all. Didn't think I'd see you today.
I wish that you were free to follow your heart.
I know.
You have inherited your father's responsibilities. I'm afraid they come at a cost. You are promised to another. A debt that must be paid.
I haven't forgotten.
Your Grace, my lady. News from Winterfell.
Your brothers desert you. I can tell you which way to go.
We'll stop here. Too dark to go any farther today.
Here? There's no shelter here.
There's no shelter anywhere.
There is, if you know where to look. The cold could kill us both. If we light a fire, then...
No fire.
But a fire is...
No fire.
Have it your way. We'll stay warmer if we stay close. Bet you freeze to death before I do. Bet your life. Think they're out looking for you?
Yes.
Think they'll find you?
Yes.
You're brave. Stupid, but brave.
We start again at first light, get some sleep. Stop moving.
I'm just trying to get comfortable.
Stop it. You're still moving.
Was I? No, I didn't notice that time.
This cannot be true.
We've had ravens from White Harbor, Baratan and the Dreadfort. I'm afraid it is true.
Why? Why would Theon?
Because the Greyjoys are treasonous whores.
My brothers?
We've heard nothing of them. But Roderick Cassell is dead.
I told you never trust a Greyjoy.
I must go north at once.
There's still a war to win, Your Grace.
How can I call myself king if I can't hold my own castle? How can I ask men to follow me if I can't...
You are a king. And that means you don't have to do everything yourself.
Let me go and talk to Theon.
There will be no talk. You will die for this.
Theon holds the castle with a skeleton crew. Let me send word to my bastard at the Dreadfort. He can raise a few hundred men and retake Winterfell before the new moon. We have the land.
I told you never trust a Greyjoy.
I must go north at once.
There's still a war to win, Your Grace.
How can I call myself king if I can't hold my own castle? How can I ask men to follow me if I can't...
You are a king. And that means you don't have to do everything yourself.
Let me go and talk to Theon.
There will be no talk. You will die for this.
Theon holds the castle with a skeleton crew. Let me send word to my bastard at the Dreadfort. He can raise a few hundred men and retake Winterfell before the new moon. We have the Lannisters on the run. If you march all the way back north now, you lose what you gained. My boy would be honored to bring you Prince Theon's head.
Tell your son Brandon Rickon's safety is paramount. And Theon, I want him brought to me alive. I want to look him in the eye and ask him why. And then I'll take his head myself.
Why on earth would I trust the word of a lying little savage like you?
I'm no liar.
All wildlings are liars and savages with no loyalty to anything or anyone.
I've done what I had to do to stay alive. I hate the Starks as well as you do. Let me serve you, my lord.
How? And don't tell me to put a spear in your hand.
There are other ways to serve, my lord.
I'm a prince now, and you do well
There are other ways to serve, my prince.
Like what?
We know things, the free people.
You know things? Like what? How to eat dirt?
Other things. Savage things.
Wait outside. I always wondered what you had under there.
Comes at a price.
I'm not killing you, that's your price.
I already had that.
And what do you want then? Other than your miserable life?
What all free people want. My freedom.
Well, you shall have it then. It's only if you serve me well.
It's not deep. I thought they were going to kill me. They thought so too. He hated me, the man who hit me. I saw it in his eyes. Hated me. He never met me before, but he wanted to hurt me.
Of course he did.
Why? Why would a stranger?
You are everything he will never have. Your horse eats better than his children. It doesn't matter now. He's dead.
I would have given them bread if I had it. I hate the king more than any of them.
Don't say these things. If the wrong people hear you...
But you're not the wrong people.
Don't trust anybody. Life is safer that way.
And where are you going?
I have something for you from Prince Theon.
What?
Me. He says I'm to make the rounds. And keep you warm.
The Spice King refuses me because I'm a bad investment. The Silk King won't support me because of his business with the Lannisters, why offend his best customer. And the Copper King offers me a single ship on the condition that I lie with him for a night. Does he think I will whore myself for a boat?
When I came to this city, I had nothing. Truly. Nothing. I slept by the docks, and when I could find work loading the ships, I would eat. If not, I dreamed of food. Today, I am the richest man in Kaf. Do you think the path from poverty to wealth is always pure and honorable? I have done many things, Khaleesi, that a righteous man would condemn. And here I am, with no regrets.
Bar the gates! Ring the bell! Slowly, Khaleesi!
Where are they? Where are my dragons?
ミサちゃん何作目ですか？
私7作目です。
私何個でもあんことはねあんま変わんないから私も
1、2個ぐらい
そう8、9とかかな。多分そのくらいかな。
年齢も近いですもんね。
そうですね。私が21で。
しごきながら どうしたんだろう。なんかあったのか。
はい。それは困ります。そんなことされたら。
じゃあ、奥さんが別の方法で支払うしかないですね。
どうしろと。
そうですね。ゆっくりと話し合いましょうか。
甘かった。自分のうかつさが恨めしかった。最初に感じていた印象は正しかったのだ。窮地を抜け出そうと自分の恥部をさらけ出し、今度は自分から罠にかかってしまった。もう逃げられない。終わりだ。
休業保障ありますね。月に何回ぐらいにします？ うなってますかね。どうなってますか。さあ、どうなってます。触ってごらんなさい。どうなってるか。今日の敷金1ヶ月ですよ。まあ礼金もまた1ヶ月いただかなきゃいけないですけどね。奥さんもどうです。濡れてるんじゃないですか。邪魔ですね。押し上げて。どうしてほしいですか。どうですか。ここに座って。 ますか？ああ。なんかあったかいですね。
cripple. Let a cripple escape. The boy can't walk, but somehow he slipped past you.
The giant must have took him.
The giant? Hold on. Oh, well, that's all right, then. You let a half-wit escape with a cripple. And Rickon, too, the little one.
Gone, along with a wildling woman. The one you were fucking.
Right. Get the horses and the hounds. Enjoying your first hunt?
So far, hunting seems very similar to riding, my lord.
With hunting, there's blood at the end.
The little boys.
I was a little boy when I was torn away from my home and brought here. So I kept my word. I never ran away. If I find them soon enough, I won't hurt them. Well, I'll hurt them, but I won't kill them.
Those boys are of far more value to you alive than dead.
They have no value to me missing.
Robb will have sent a force to retake Winterfell by now.
Robb's in the Riverlands. My sister's in Deepwood Motte. She'll get here long before they do. And Ned Stark always said 500 men could hold Winterfell against 10,000. The hounds have the scent. Come, Maester. Don't look so grim. It's all just a game.
Should have took more food.
We couldn't risk going to the kitchens.
Those people all love you. They would have given you whatever you needed.
And if Theon found out, he'd hang them.
The boy can't survive on walnuts.
I'm fine.
We've been walking since before sunrise. Even Hodor will tire.
Hodor?
Even you, sweet giant.
Hodor.
Wait. I know that farm. Sent those 2 Winterfell orphans there. Jack and Billy. They'll give us some food. We can't risk it. If Theon tracks us here, he'll torture them until he finds out where we are. Billy climbs a tree better than anyone.
You've never seen me climb a tree, little man. They'll be after us with hounds. We get a good start on them, but we can't outrun hounds forever.
Did you pull a knife on me in the night? What's the matter? Can't be the first time you press your bone against a woman's arse.
Let's move.
Well, it is the first time. How old are you, boy?
I'm a man of the Night's Watch.
You're a boy who's never been with a girl. Don't your stones start to hurt if you're born forgetful?
Don't call them that.
What stones? Or bones?
Neither. Both.
Move!
I heard they get all swollen and bruised if you don't use them. course, maybe that's just what the lads say when they want me feeling sorry for them. As if I'd feel sorry for them. They're no girl crows.
There are no women of the Night's Watch, no.
So the lads just do it with each other?
No.
Never?
Never. We swore an oath.
And you have sheep at the wall? With your hands, then. No wonder you're all so miserable.
Would you please shut up?
Would you please shut up? You think you're better than me, Crow. I'm a free woman.
You're a free woman.
But I might be your prisoner, but I'm a free woman.
If you're my prisoner, you're not a free woman. That's what prisoner means.
And you think you're free? You swore some stupid oath, and now you can never touch a girl.
It was my choice to say the words.
So you don't like girls?
Of course I like girls.
But you chose never to touch them.
That's the price you pay if you want to be a man of the Night's Watch.
So instead of getting naked with a girl, you'd prefer to invade our land?
Invade your land? Wildlings raid our lands all the time. Some of them try to kill my little brother, a crippled boy.
They're not your lands. We've been here the whole time. You lot came along and just put up a big wall and said it was yours.
My father was Ned Stark. I have the blood of the first men. My ancestors lived here, same as yours.
So why are you fighting us?
Wolfsbane. A rare substance. This is no common assassin.
We hanged 20 men last night.
I don't care if you hanged 100. Man tried to kill me. I want his name and I want his head.
We think it was an infiltrator from the Brotherhood without banners.
Pretentious name for a band of outlaws. We can't allow rebels behind our lines to harass us with impunity. We look like fools and they look like heroes. That's how kings fall. I want them dead. Every one.
Killing them isn't the problem. It's finding them.
You gone soft, Clegane? I always thought you had a talent for violence. Burn the villages, burn the farms. Let them know what it means to choose the wrong side. Is that mutton?
Yes, my lord.
Don't like mutton.
I'll bring something else.
Leave it. You hungry?
No?
Of course you are. Eat.
I'll eat in the kitchen later.
It's bad manners to refuse a lord's offer. Sit. Eat. You're small for your age. I suppose you've been underfed your whole life.
I eat a lot. I just don't grow.
This will be my last war. Win or lose.
Have you ever lost before?
Do you think I'd be in my position if I'd lost a war? This is the one I'll be remembered for. The War of Five Kings, they're calling it. My legacy will be determined in the coming months. You know what legacy means? It's what you pass down to your children and your children's children. It's what remains of you when you're gone. Harold the Black thought this castle would be his legacy. Greatest fortress ever built. Tallest towers, the strongest walls. The Great Hall had 35 hearths. 35, can you imagine? Look at it now. A blasted ruin. Do you know what happened?
Dragons?
Yes. Dragons happened. Harren Hall was built to withstand an attack from the land. 1 million men could have marched on these walls, and 1 million men would have been repelled. But an attack from the air with dragon fire. Harren and all his sons roasted alive within these walls. Aegon Targaryen changed the rules. That's why every child alive still knows his name, 300 years after his death.
Aegon and his sisters.
Hmm?
It wasn't just Aegon riding his dragon. It was Rhaenys and Visenya too.
Correct. Student of history, are you?
Rhaenys rode Meraxus. Visenya rode Vhagar.
I'm sure I knew that when I was a boy.
Visenya Targaryen was a great warrior. She had a Valyrian steel sword she called Dark Sister.
She's a heroine of yours, I take it. Are most girls more interested in the pretty maidens from the songs? Jonquil, flowers in her hair.
Most girls are idiots.
You remind me of my daughter. Where did you learn all this stuff about Visenya and her Valyrian steel sword?
From my father.
He's a well-read stonemason. Can't say I've ever met a literate stonemason.
Have you met many stonemasons, my lord?
Careful now, girl. I enjoy you, but be careful. Take that back to the kitchen. Eat what you want. Girl. My lord. Low-born girls say my lord, not my lord. If you're going to pose as a commoner, you should do it properly.
My mother served Lady Dustin for many years, my lord. She taught me how to speak properly.
You're too smart for your own good. Has anyone told you that?
Yes.
Go on.
I beg pardon, sir. I should have come to you after to thank you for saving me. You were so brave.
Brave? A dog doesn't need courage to chase off rats.
Does it give you joy to scare people?
No, it gives me joy to kill people. Spare me. You can't tell me Lord Eddard Stark of Winterfell never killed a man.
It was his duty. He never liked it.
Is that what he told you? He lied. Killing's the sweetest thing there is.
Why are you always so hateful?
You'll be glad of the hateful things I do someday when you're queen. And I'm all that stands between you and your beloved king.
I've demanded a meeting of the 13. One of them did this or knows who did.
You are one of the 13.
If I wanted your dragons, I would have taken them. They mean nothing to me on their own.
Nothing. They're more valuable than anything in the world.
Shall you look inside my vault and see what selling your dragons would buy me I cannot buy already? We will get them back.
There is no we. So why would you help me get them back?
I took you under my protection in front of the rulers of my city. A man is what others say he is, and no more. If they say that Xaro Xhoan Daxos is a liar, my word is worth nothing. I cannot let this thing happen to you under my roof.
But it did happen under your roof.
Khaleesi, many times in my life, I have...
I don't care where you've been.
You think we're savages because we don't live in stone castles. We can't make steel as good as yours, it's true, but we're free. Someone tried to tell us we couldn't lie down as man and woman. We'd shove a spear up his ass. We don't go serving some shit king who's only king because his father was.
No. No, you serve Mance Rayder, the king beyond the wall.
We chose Mance Rayder to lead us. He was a crow, same as you. But you wanted to be free. Well, you could be free too. You don't need to live your whole life taking commands from old men. Wake up when you want to wake up. I could show you the streams to fish, the woods to hunt. Build yourself a cabin and find a woman to lie with in the night. You're a pretty lad. Girls would claw each other's eyes out to get naked with you.
Walk.
I could teach you how to do it.
I know how to do it.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
To do it.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
And what did she say?
She admired your spirit, Your Grace.
And what then?
She,
If every man were held accountable for the actions of every distant relative, Sir Alton, we'd all hang.
She tore the paper in half, Your Grace.
You've acted with honour. I thank you for it. Lord Karstark, see that Sir Alton's pen is clean, and give him a hot supper.
Sir Alton's pen is occupied, Your Grace. The prisoners from the Yellow Folk.
Too many prisoners.
Is there room for Sir Alton?
Does he need to lie down?
Have the men build him a new pen. Put him in with the Kingslayer for now. Have your boy watch over them.
Torrun!
That will be all.
Your Grace, a minute of your time. I've been treating your wounded men.
And my enemies, as some of my bannermen are fond of mentioning.
They are not my enemies.
That's what I tell my bannermen.
I've already run through the supplies I brought with me. Some are easily replaced. Egg yolks, turpentine, oil of roses.
But some are not.
I need silk for stitching. I need fennel root for those with fever, willow bark. Mostly I need milk of the poppy. You saw what it was like to amputate a foot without any. I assume there will be more loss of limb before this war is over.
If you need help finding these...
I know where to find them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't interrupt you.
Continue, my lady.
You're riding to the crag to negotiate a surrender.
Yes.
The crag will have a Meister, and he will have what I need.
I expect he will.
If I could write a list...
Come with me to the crag.
I don't think that'll be...
Let the maester show you his stores. I want the wounded men to be treated well. All the wounded men.
I assume there will be more loss of limb before this war is over.
If you need help finding these...
I know where to find them. I've been treating your wounded men.
And my enemies, as some of my bannermen are fond of mentioning.
They are not my enemies.
That's what I tell my bannermen.
I've already run through the supplies I brought with me. Some are easily replaced. Egg yolks, turpentine, oil of roses.
But some are not.
I need silk for stitching. I need fennel root for those with fever, willow bark. Mostly I need milk of the poppy. You saw what it was like to amputate a foot without any. I assume there will be more loss of limb before this war is over.
If you need help finding these...
I know where to find them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't interrupt you.
Continue, my lady.
You're riding to the crag to negotiate a surrender.
Yes.
The crag will have a Meister, and he will have what I need.
I expect he will.
If I could write a list...
Come with me to the crag.
I don't think that'll be...
Let the maester show you his stores. I want the wounded men to be treated well. All the wounded men.
Come inside, quick! Hurry up!
We've lost the scent. Try again. We circled this farmhouse twice. There's no sign of them.
We could start the search fresh in the morning, my lord.
I'm looking at spending the rest of my life being treated like a fool and a eunuch by my own people. Ask yourself, is there anything I wouldn't do to stop that from happening? The hounds will find the scent again. I'll beat them until they do. I'll whip every man here until I have both those boys in hand. And once I've got them, the pampered little shits. It's better to be cruel than weak. Prince Theon!
Where are they?
Who, my lord?
The Stark boys, where are they?
Don't know, I see no one.
Oh! Think harder.
I swear, my lord. I don't know.
My lord. Over here. I think I found what we're looking for. Send the old man home.
Go back to Winterfell.
Take him back.
Theon, don't do this.
He came back.
As soon as I heard. Do you know anything?
Iria is dead.
I know. She was a good...
She's dead. She died alone. She died for me, and I couldn't protect her.
Doria?
We can't find her. She must be dead too. I led my people out of the Red Waste and into the slaughterhouse.
I should have been here.
You went to find me a ship.
My place is by your side. I shouldn't have left you alone with these people.
These people.
They are not to be trusted.
And who is to be trusted? Who are my people? The Targaryens. I only knew one, my brother, and he would have let 1,000 men rape me if it had got him the crown. The Dothraki? Most of them turned on me the day that Khal Drogo fell from his horse.
Your people are in Westeros.
People in Westeros don't know I'm alive.
They will soon enough.
And then what? They'll pray for my return, they'll wave dragon banners and shout my name. That's what my brother believes, and he was a fool.
You are not your brother. Trust me, Khaleesi.
There it is. Trust me. And it's you I should trust, Ser Jorah. Only you. I don't need trust any longer. I don't want it, and I don't have room for it.
You were too young to be so.
And you were too familiar.
Forgive me, Khaleesi. No one can survive in this world without help. No one. Let me help you. Please. Tell me how.
Find my dragons.
How long do we get back to your crows?
We're close.
A day? A half day? You don't know, do you? Do you even know where they are?
We're close.
What do you think they'll say when they hear about you and me?
Nothing happened between you and me.
I swear it, old Master King Crow, sir. We were only close together for warmth. And then I felt it right up against me backside like a club. I can show you the bruise on my tailbone. And before I knew what was where, well, it was all out in the open, all angry as you like. And I didn't want it, but oh, I did. And he spread me legs and ruined. The shame of it. Now I can never marry a perfumed lord. What will my poor savage father say?
Turn back around.
And I thought that we were done, but he said, turn back around. I'll tell you what, Jon Snow. Since it's going to be your word against mine, and since you can't talk about it without blushing, we may as well just...
What, right here in the muck?
I'll keep you warm enough. Are you that afraid of it?
That's enough.
Well, it's nice. And wet. And warm.
Enough.
It don't have teeth. All right. All right. God's your doll. Should have took me while you had the chance. It's all right. Give me that. If the Queen sees, I can have Joffrey's children now. Help me flip it over. Where are you going? To tell her Grace.
You'll say nothing to anyone. Do you understand? Your mother might have prepared you. You flowered, my dear, no more. My mother told me, but I thought it would be different. In what way? I thought it would be less messy. Wait until you birth a child.
You're a woman now. Do you have any idea what that means?
I'm fit to bear children for the king.
A prospect that once delighted you, bringing little princes and princesses into the world. The greatest honor for a queen. Joffrey's always been difficult. Even his birth, I labored a day and a half to bring him into this world. You cannot imagine the pain. I screamed so loudly, I was sure Robert would hear me in the Kingswood.
His Grace was not with you.
Robert was hunting. That was his custom. Whenever my time was near, my royal husband would flee to the trees with his huntsmen and his hounds. And when he returned, he would present me with some pelts or a stag's head, and I would present him with a baby. Not that I wanted him there, mind you. I had Grandmeister Pycelle, an army of midwives, and I had my brother. When they told Jamie he wasn't allowed in the birthing room, he smiled and asked which one of them proposed to keep him out. Joffrey will show you no such devotion. You may never love the king, but you will love his children.
I love His Grace with all my heart.
That's so very touching to hear. Permit me to share some womanly wisdom with you on this very special day. The more people you love, the weaker you are. You'll do things for them that you know you shouldn't do. You'll act the fool to make them happy, to keep them safe. Love no one but your children. On that front, a mother has no choice.
But shouldn't I love Joffrey, Your Grace?
You can try, little dove.
Who did you say your mother was again?
Cinder Lannister.
She the fat one?
Well, perhaps she's gotten a little larger than
No. There's only one fat Lannister. She was your mother, you'd know it.
I squired for you once, you know?
When?
The tournament the day of Willem Frey's wedding.
I went to Willem Frey's wedding?
You did. Your squire had gotten so drunk the night before that he threw up.
He threw up on his horse on the way to the tourney grounds. What was his name?
Brian?
Poor lad. That was my brother's doing, I seem to recall. I remember you. You'd never squired for anyone before.
That's right. I ran up and volunteered. You know, let me, my lord, let me. My father was furious. Afraid I'd embarrass our family in front of the family.
You didn't, though.
You really remember?
You knew when you were needed and when to go away. It's a rare talent. Most of my squires, they mean well, but young men with big jobs, they tend to overdo them.
Well, when I think back to that day...